Well, welcome back to another video. It has been a minute since I've recorded a video, and I'm sorry. I've been taking a little break, catching up on some books and some TV and stuff, and just not really working hard on Natalie very much, but I am ready to get back into the swing of things. Since I last saw you, I got a new keyboard. Let me show you that here. This is what it looks like. It looks like a throwback to something old, like my first keyboard, maybe not my first keyboard, but the first keyboard I really remember was the Model M, IBM Model M keyboard that I had. And it was this white and beige color, just like this, but this is a Durgod keyboard, and it's got silent red switches on it. And I don't know if you can hear that. Let me see if I can get the mic a little bit closer. So yeah, it kind of sounds like this. But to get on to business, and let's pull up our terminal. This is the program we love to live in, and make sure that we're all up to date here. And I believe I already ran make. And this is the test I want to work on, the compiler test. I don't know if you've been following along, but we've been working for a while now to get Natalie to self-compile, to get it to the point where we can bootstrap a self-contained binary that does not rely on the system Ruby at all. And this was the test I was using to do that. Now, the problem with this test is it has a lot of AST literal code just strewn about. And the point of the test was not to make sure that the compiler generates this exact code. The point of the test was to make sure that the bootstrapped compiler produces the same output as the compiler running under the system Ruby or MRI. And so it'd be really cool, it'd be really neat if we could, how can we do this? Well, let's just pretend this is fine. Let's just leave this because this AST may not change that much. But this second level AST that's produced from pass one of our compiler, if we could run this through Ruby, get the output, and then compare it from here, that would be better than having all this. So what I'd like to do is just get rid of all this stuff here. And then I'd like to run bin Natalie debug pass one. And then let's see here. How are we gonna do this? How can we do this? It's all gonna start with the Fibonacci code. So I guess I could do examples fib.rb. And that should produce pass one. Let's just test that. bin Natalie debug pass one examples Fibonacci. And that produces this AST. Now this is going to be a string, obviously, and we're going to be comparing it to a code. So we're comparing string to nested arrays. So how can we sort of parse this back into, let's just do this. So if I puts this and I run the test, I probably should focus this test. Let's try that again. Okay, so what happens? What happens here? It's not fast. This VM I'm running is not fast. I think it only has a couple cores, so let's see. Undefined method sex type for equals. Oh, interesting. Well, that means we have a little bit of a problem with, actually, what is our problem? Wait, what? Compiler test line 9. Compiler test 246. 246. Well, that one's not even supposed to be running. What? What? I'm so confused. Why would that test even run? Something wrong with our test focus mechanism? Yes, 4 specs and 1 errored. Okay, fine. I mean, I can just delete this for now. Don't know what's going on with that. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so this, obviously we get the pretty printed output, but could we parse this? Could we parse this? How can we do that? Oh yeah, we can certainly parse this. We do parser. Actually forgot how this works. I think you just do parser.parse. Parse the output of that. What do we get then? Oh, we're going to get an AST. Really want to kind of eval it, don't we? Ooh. Fascinating. Compiler RB. I would have to eval this. That's not going to work. Because I don't only have to parse it, I have to parse it and then eval it. Sort of like we do with our REPL. Well, that kind of puts a damper on things. That's more like a JIT. So that's taking some code at runtime, parsing it, compiling at runtime. And we do that with the REPL, but it's kind of a tricky deal. And I don't want to do that. So what's another way we could do this? What if we did a puts like this? And we G sub, what does it look like? What is, I don't know, if we G sub every space or with a new line, what does that look like? So the main objective is this, just to compare the output of pass 1 with the output that our non-bootstrapped compiler is running. And if I need to do a diff on it, that would be fine. Actually, it might be even better. So yeah, let's just do this. Pass 1 inspected. Oh no, pass 1.go fib inspect, and then do the same thing. G sub all spaces to new lines. And we say this is actual and this is expected, and we say actual should equal expected. What does that do? Expected equal sign. Two strings should match. So only difference is one of them has a new line at the end and one does not. So we'll just do strip and strip. I don't even know which one had it and which did not. This could work. This could work. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's copy this and then let's put this back like it was. Not sure what I was doing there. Some failed experiment, no doubt. So what I want to do is here, paste that code. And then I want to do it again down here. I'll just go ahead and put my thoughts down on code. We'll do pass to the same way, similar. Pass to go, fib. What I don't like is having all this code here. But I guess the way to get rid of that would be to run pass1. We'll just keep building. Other one, context, actual, we'll say this is AST, go. It's going to be slow. It's going to have to keep doing it over and over and over again. Don't think I like that. But maybe that's right. And then fib, we need to move up a little bit. Let's just put that here. Word fib, make it a constant. There's that, and there's that, and there's that. This is AST. Okay, maybe. And just because I know this kind of failed earlier, just gonna comment that out. Yeah. Okay, so I don't like that it's slow. It's not as descriptive, but what if we just combined all of these tests into one test? How can I do that? Get rid of this, get rid of this. Move that over. Don't need to have context twice. This will be AST actual equals AST inspect. And then I don't need this. And I can start chaining these together. Does that still work? Pass one, pass two. Maybe. Yes. Okay, I know it's only one spec, but it's a little faster, and this is really just to catch regressions. so I can be working on other stuff. So let's do this again. But this is going to be AST equals that. Actual equals AST. Then we'll do pass 3. AST equals that. Actual, no, actually, let's just get rid of all that. Put that there. Copy this. Actual equals AST inspect. Then we run this. Give us some pass 3 stuff. And might as well do pass 4 while we're here. So pass 4, pass 4, pass 4. Pass 4, and that's that. So that gets rid of all of this test, I think. Yeah, maybe. Gets rid of all of that all the way to there. Is that it? Okay, let's see if I broke something. In my head, that is the right thing to do. Source path unknown. Source path unknown. Oh, it means I probably deleted something in the context that was needed, be my guess. Yeah, so this context, we need something from it. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll just find out. So that's the same, that's the same. The template has some stuff, so we need that. REPL false, vars, source path. Yeah. Could have just pasted over the top of it, but that's okay. No, didn't like that, did we? So if I run bin Natalie, D pass 4 examples fib, what do I get? I get the C++ code, which is what I expected. But what was the diff telling me? Oh my goodness gracious. What in the world? Why is that so different? Why is... I mean, putting aside the fact that every word is broken up. Oh, we don't need to do that on pass 4 because there's not pretty printed. Wait, is it pretty printed? Bin Natalie. If it's P4, yeah, it's not pretty printed if it's P4. So we don't need this, and we don't need that. I don't know if that might make the diff a little bit easier to understand. Something might jump out at me. I'm already happy with where this is going, though. This is already feeling a lot better. Okay, so no new line editor file. Fascinating. Oh, I know what the problem is. It's the template is quite different. This is not the real template. So this needs to be the actual template. Well, what if we don't do pass 4 separately? What if I do like this? Okay, compiler RB. I forget exactly what you pass in here. AST path and then some options. So what if we do compiler new fib And then the path is examples fib.rb. And then the context can go away. That means I don't even need this template. And that doesn't need to be there. And then write file to C. I don't actually want to write it, do I? I just want to call 2C on it. So we say actual equals compiler 2C. And then the expected is this. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm sure I did that wrong. The test suite is really important to me in Natalie. I spent a lot of time kind of grooming it and making it better. And it bothers me if there's something that's breaking frequently. And this test was breaking frequently because I'm doing some work on the compiler and it was changing the output quite frequently. And so it was just causing some pain. So it'll be really nice when this is fixed. Now, am I stuck in a loop or something? Because this is taking forever. Fascinating. What in the world? What is going on? Oh, D-D. I think I had to put the -D at the end because it doesn't have a parameter. I don't know why that would get stuck in a loop though. Oh, it was starting the REPL. So it saw this as a parameter to -D and then it was starting the REPL. I got to work on that. It's another bug. It's another bug. Okay. So, hey, this is promising. Hubba. So it's missing some set files and set lines. Oh, because the AST does not have all that stuff. Well, let's just stop doing it this way. And let's parse it. Fib equals parser.parse file.read file.expand path examples fib.rb from the current directory. And then parser value CPP. I don't remember, is it the code then the source path? Yeah. So the source path is going to be examples fib.rb. You know, it's worth a shot. So the AST did not have the source locations for each node because I didn't parse an actual file. I just gave it a raw AST and it didn't have the files and line numbers and stuff. So the resulting C++ that was outputted didn't have that stuff, and so that's why that's in the diff. Now we've got a completely different diff where the line numbers are just off a little bit. Well, that's a slight problem. I forgot about this actually. So the problem here is that we're testing the wrong thing. Our parser does not produce the same line numbers as the Ruby parser, the one that we didn't write, the gem. It's producing different line numbers than the one we wrote, and that's my fault because there's some error somewhere. Looks like we're only off by 1 everywhere. So it's interesting. I could work on that, but not right now. So I'm going to call this a success. I'm going to comment out this, make sure that this all passes. Would there be a better way? Oh, I know what I could do. Instead of commenting it out, why don't I just G sub out any line that has set file and set line in it? We will do that. That's what we'll do. G sub. Anything at the beginning of a line. Star. Set file star to the end of the line. And the following. That's fine. As long as we do it the same on both outputs. We'll do that here. We'll do that here. And we'll put a fix me here. Fix me. Line numbers do not match between in our let's see, between our parser versus Ruby parser gem. Little note for myself. Okay. Close. This I forgot the little debug output actually produces the temp file and this. So let's just split on that. This is getting a little bit weird, but trust me, this is going to be less brittle than what we've had. So how many is that? It's 80. Of course it is, because I do things like that sometimes. And then dot first strip. Okay, does that make it pass? We're getting so close. So close. No new line versus a new line. Did we forget to strip something? This should work. Yay! Okay. Our test is now 1,000 times less brittle. It's a little bit janky with our G subs and stuff, but this is so much better. I can work on our compiler, make changes without worrying about it breaking, because now what we're comparing is the output of the compiler when it's running under system Ruby versus when it's running under our bootstrapped, self-contained Natalie Ruby, for lack of a better word. So that's it. And, 28-minute video, not bad. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully I'll get back into the swing of things and have a little bit more regular output of videos. And I appreciate everyone subscribing and, leaving really encouraging comments. I think we're almost to 500 subscribers, which just blows my mind that there are 500 people that get some value out of these videos. And if you're one of them, then I really appreciate you and thank you a lot for just encouraging me in my side project and giving me tips. I've gotten a lot of really good tips from people, things that I've missed or mistakes I've made or things I just didn't know about. So keep them coming, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.